Hi, I'm Octavia Spencer, and one thing you don't know about me is that I've recently discovered wine. Cheap wine. Sangria, really. City Year is a nonprofit organization that partners with public schools to keep as many kids on track to graduate. I was introduced to City Year the year we had completed the help, and I was invited to their spring break party. It was like a carnival, and it was fun. But then all of the AmeriCorps members, they came out getting people fired up, and then I heard their stories. And I knew that I wanted to be a part of putting that organization in as many schools as possible. You can see the change in the children. They gain confidence. You know, I'm dyslexic. I've met geniuses who are dyslexic. So I wanted to be a part of an organization that really, really fostered that type of relationship between learning and gaining confidence. If you get them in their formative years, you basically can keep them from dropping out of high school. I love it. I would like to wrangle all of my friends and have them help out in as many ways as they could as well. The last great movie I saw, actually 3. I can never pick just one. That's the other thing about me that people should know. Maudie was really great. Girls Trip, fun. Just recently saw Jessica Chastain in The Zookeeper's Wife. And I just re-saw Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. It was pretty amazing. I do get that sometimes, and sometimes I just go to friends' houses that get the movies, lay on their private couches, you know, in their private screening rooms. The thing that you miss is the popcorn, if they don't have the popcorn maker. A couple of them had good, you know, like microwave popcorn, but there's nothing better than movie theater popcorn, so I only do that when I'm like not having carbs. So. Freedom by Beyonce. There's that beat, you know, and you just kind of, when you need to get motivated, it's da-doom, da-doom. I like it because it really compels me to move. The best piece of advice I have received, and I now understand what it means more than anything, was from Whoopi Goldberg, "To thine own self be true." It applies to every facet of your life. You're wearing something that just does not feel right, then you shouldn't wear it. If you're in a situation that doesn't feel right, you shouldn't be there. And I try to apply that to help me sleep at night. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say that. I do have days that I feel powerful. I think if I start my day off with a good meditative session and a good workout session, my mind and body are both fed and primed to receive. But what makes me feel more powerful as a woman is literally advocating for other women. I didn't realize that's what I was doing until Hidden Figures, honestly. It's like, because when people say, oh, she advocates for other women, I'm like, well, I do that every day. But not only just other women, I do it for people. I like to bring talent together. It's just what I do on a regular basis, but I realize the need to do it as consistently as possible, especially with regard to women and advancement of anything female related, especially in the entertainment industry. My first impression of Shape of Water, it's funny, when I heard that I was meeting with Guillermo del Toro, and I'm a huge Guillermo fan, like, he is it for for me. There was an email from my agent that I would be meeting with Guillermo. He has a project that he wants me to do. I didn't even know that he knew I existed. And he's like, yeah, I wrote the script. I want you to read it. I'll send it to you today. He didn't tell me anything about the part. I think had he told me she's a cleaning lady in a facility, I probably would have just cringed and, but I'm glad that it was presented to me in that way so that I could make my own decision about it. And I felt for the first time that I was playing more of a contemporary woman. And I love the fact that Guillermo had two leads who don't talk. And the two vessels that he uses to speak for them at this very challenged time in our nation's history are this strident black woman with a heart of gold and a closeted gay man. So he was making a beautiful political statement, and I knew that it was going to be beautifully shot. It really is the most beautiful movie that I've seen, like aesthetically, and it surpassed my favorite and most beautiful movie that I thought aesthetically, which was Pan's Labyrinth. What I learned this year going to Toronto, there is an implosion of wonderful female-led films. What there's a lack of, though, African-American-led, Asian-led, Latino-led. Yes, I think, I don't think I'm cynical, because I think that means you can't change things. I mean, the fact that I'm sitting here means that things are changing. They don't change overnight, but you have to have people working towards that. And I can tell you right now that the things that I'm about to do, they're all leads. So change is happening.